Hello, my name is Isis Medina, CEO, Chief Executive Officer, and welcome credit union judges.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Ramos and I am the Marketing Director. Hello, Japan.
Hi, my name is Giselle Camacho and I'm Head of Sales.
Hi, my name is Melanie Maldonado and I am the Design Director.
Hello, my name is Ashley Muntrath and I am the CFO, Chief Financial Officer of Ula Zicor.
Hello, my name is Miguel Garcia and I am the COO, Chief Operating Officer.
And we are here to present our company, Ula Zicor. What do you think about when I say time? There's not enough of it, right? What if I tell you there's a way to change that? Well, our company is the solution. We are a classroom decorating service which is designed to help teachers have more time to do more important things. After all, our mission statement is, since teachers are there for us, we should be there for them. We don't just decorate classrooms, we also decorate bulletin boards, doors, as well as take down decorations. Being businessmen and women as yourself, you might wonder why we chose this idea. Well, we saw that our teachers were struggling to decorate their classrooms with their tight schedules, and we sought to change that. For a more in-depth look into our business, I am passing it on to our marketing director.
Thank you. Like my colleague Jesus said, my name is Vanessa Ramos and I am the Marketing Director of Ula Decor. Today I'll be telling you about our target market and our surveys. Well, for starters, our target customers are both middle school and elementary teachers. 76% of teachers are females with an income of $47,000, $58,000 yearly. More than 50% of teachers are married with children. This means they don't have a lot of time to come in during summer, breaks, extra time to just come decorate their classroom. Also, we sent out a survey and it said that 54% of teachers spend 6 or more hours decorating their classroom. So if they would get our service, that would definitely benefit them and their time. Teachers are also college graduates with at least a bachelor's degree, and they prefer to create a homey environment of their classroom, which they are required to decorate. You might ask, where are we going to start our business? Well, we're going to start our business no other here than TBP campuses first. In our first year, we plan to target 100 classrooms. Based on research, 62% of teachers will use our service. And we predict that in our first year, we will decorate 40 classrooms. We sent out 2 surveys to 45 teachers in elementary and middle school campuses. One of the reasons we sent out the surveys was to see what kind of prices the teachers would pay us. And the average at the beginning of the year was $100 and $30 for seasonal packages. Our company has decided to just provide labor because 68% of teachers said that they rather buy their own decorations at the beginning of the year. As you can see here, it says, would you be willing to have someone decorate or organize or take down your classroom and save you time? 62% said yes. This means they want extra time and they really need the help. And our second question says, how many hours do you spend decorating your classroom at the beginning of the year? As you can see, most of them said 6 or more hours, which is an outrageous time to just decorate one classroom. And they could be using this time with their loved ones or with their children to have a fun time. And the third question says, would you like your room to be decorated for the holidays but do not have time? 74% said yes. And this is where our seasonal packages come from. Because if our customers have a demand, we will fulfill it. Now, the last question says, would you be more willing to have someone pay for a service if you knew a portion of the proceeds would be donated to charity? 91% said yes. Now, you may be thinking, what kind of charity are we thinking of donating to? Well, we're thinking to donate to a charity that's called Every Town for Gun Safety. Now, Every Town for Gun Safety focuses on getting us gun safety laws. Because, as you know, a tragedy has happened and school shootings happen now these days. And there has been 19 school shootings this year in the US, and the government has said nothing about it. That's why we have chosen this charity to better improve the environment we are in and our business will be in. Now, I will pass on the presentation to my colleague Giselle Camacho.
Hi, my name is Giselle Camacho and I'm Head of Sales. If you're still wondering what our service offers, we offer the decoration of classrooms, doors, and bulletin boards. If y'all know anyone who is a teacher, y'all know how much time and effort they spend decorating the classrooms when they can be doing more important things. Now, imagine being a teacher. and you have to spend more than 6 hours decorating your room. That's a lot of time. And then a group of experienced students come and offer you help to decorate your classroom at an affordable price. And at this point, you just think, where have they been all this time? Our service is unique. That's the reason why we don't have trouble trying to convince our customers to choose our service. Our pricing strategy is to be fair with our teachers. We price our teachers depending upon the package they choose. We will keep our pricing low enough to bring customers in. We take in mind our labor cost and our decoration price, also taking in mind our profit. As y'all have seen, we are kids, so we are willing to get paid less for the benefit and growth of our business. The beginning of the year package consists of us decorating the whole room. The decorations will be provided by the teachers. This will take 2 students from 2 to 3 hours to get done. It will cost around $100, but the price will be estimated beforehand depending upon what the teacher wants us to get done. The seasonal package includes us putting up personalized door and bulletin boards. Decorations will be provided by Aula Decor. This would take 2 people and will take around 2 hours to do, and it will cost around $30. The end of the year package consists of us taking down all decorations for the teachers. This will take 2 people around 1 hour to do and will cost only $30. Now, I pass this presentation to my coworker, Melanie Maldonado.
Good afternoon. My name is Melanie, and as design director, I will be showing you our advertising strategy. Aula is planning to create an Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest account. We are also planning to distribute flyers and as well as posters at teacher supply stores and classrooms. Our marketing costs will be $622, $522 for labor, and $100 for the referral program in the first year. And this is an example of the flyer, and that is our original logo here. Now to the referral program. The referral program is one of the best ways to get new business. It works like this. Let's say Miss Wesson, she likes her decorations, and she goes to the teacher next door and is like, I really like my decorations that Aula put up for me. Well, that teacher hires us. Now, by Miss Weston recommending us to another teacher, Miss Weston will get $5 credit. Now, we know word of mouth is one of the best ways to get new business, but we also know that Miss Weston will be eager to use her $5 credit, which will get us even more business. That is the referral program, and we are planning to launch it as soon as we get our business going. Now we'll pass it on to the CFO, Ashley.
Thank you. As I mentioned before, I am the CFO of Aula Decor, and today I'll be explaining and demonstrating to you the financial portion of our business. Aula Decor plans to initially fund our business through Donors Choose, which is an organization that allows teachers and students to create projects for necessary materials they need in their classrooms. We will explain who we are as students and why we need the materials in order for the people who are funding us to get a better understanding of why our project is important. Based on previous projects that teachers have completed, it takes an average of 3 days for them to get funded. The materials I have listed on this table come to a total cost of $503.42. We plan to reinvent. The materials will also enable us to design a total of 120 bulletin boards and doors. The money that we earn from the decoration of the bulletin boards and doors will be reinvested back into the company for future use to buy more materials. And now I'll be explaining to you our income portion of our business plan. We are projected to complete 40 rooms our first year of business. As we handed out a survey, on average, most teachers are willing to pay $100. So as you can see here, our beginning of year package consists of the average $100 that each teacher was willing to pay, times the projected total of 40 rooms to complete, totaling our income for our beginning of year package to be $4,000. We also include a seasonal package which consists of fall, winter, and spring. On average, most teachers are willing to pay $30 for each season. $30 times the projected total of 40 rooms for us to complete brings our overall seasonal package to $3,600. Our end of year package, on average, most teachers are also willing to pay $30 times the projected total of 40 rooms, bringing our total end of year package income to be $1,200. After we add up all of our total incomes, we end up with an overall income of $8,800. OLA support consists of 5 departments: our marketing, sales, finance, our CEO, and our COO. Marketing, sales, and finance will each work 2 hours for the 36 year in school, totaling to 72 hours for each department. They will be getting paid a minimum wage, which will total our labor expenses for our 3 departments to be $1,566. Our CEO and our COO will work a total combined of 72 hours and will be getting paid a minimum wage, bringing our total labor expense for those 2 departments to be $522. Our overall labor expense is $2,080 for our 5 departments. Our seasonal labor will be paying 2 of our workers a minimum wage, $7.25, for the completion of 40 rooms at $30 for each room. And the total expense for seasonal labor is $1,740. Our end-of-year labor is paying 2 of our workers a minimum wage for the completion of 40 rooms, bringing our total end-of-year labor expense to $580. Our beginning-of-year labor expense is paying 6 of our workers a minimum wage for the completion of 40 rooms, which totals to be $1,740 for our total projected labor expense. As far as our materials expenses go, since we were getting funded through the decor, we won't have to add that into our expense chart. But we did factor in our marketing referral program, which is projected to cost us $100. Adding up our total expenses brings them to $6,248. So we subtract our income of $8,800 minus our total expenses of $6,248, bringing our total profit for our first year to be $2,552. The pie chart above demonstrates the distribution of our income towards our expenses. 33% of our income went towards management labor, 28% went towards seasonal labor, as well as beginning of year labor. 9% went towards our end of year labor, and 2% went towards marketing. The pie chart above demonstrates our representation of how we plan to distribute our profit of $2,552. We plan to reinvest 48% of our profit back into our business, use 10% for marketing, give 8% to charity, and use 34% to buy supplies for first and second year of business. Since we plan to complete double the amount of rooms we did our first year, instead of 40, now we're completing 80. The cost for our materials will now increase from $503.42 to $867.62. As far as our referral program goes, we went from $100 to $247.48, since we were trying to find new ways to expand our business to notify people of the service we offer. As far as our expenses for you two go, the amount of directors that we have for each department will stay the same. The hours of work will increase by 150%. As far as labor expenses, beginning of year labor, end of year labor, and seasonal labor go, they will double from what they were our first year. Marketing increased from $100 to $247.48. We factored in our supply costs for $867.62, and we also factored in our charity costs for $200. This totals our expenses to be $12,367.10. Since we plan to double the amount of rooms we completed our first year, our income will also double for the second year, bringing it from $8,800 to $17,600. We will subtract our income of $17,600 minus our total expenses of $12,367.10 to bring our profit to $5,032.90. This is more than nearly double the amount we made our first year. So as OLA support continues to expand, we plan to increase the profit that we make. Now Miguel Garcia will be presenting the growth plan.
Hello, my name is Miguel Garcia, and I'm very proud to be standing here with this young group of individuals, because I think we have something ready for the world here. I'm with the growth plan, and I solely believe that this business will expand to all the schools in the United States. But in order for us to expand, we need a form of communication. I believe the form of communication will be an app. This app will allow teachers to list their job, and the students will be able to list. But in order for students to list, they're going to have to be eligible. We're going to have a background check, which is going to be grades, behavior, and attendance from their school. If they get all that good, they're eligible to work for us. Teachers will also be able to rate them, but after they get 3 bad ratings on our app, they will be unable to work for us. We also offer a section for teachers where they can go look on there and see Miss Weston goes on, like, oh, I like this border right here. I'll put that in my room. So she says she buys it, and then she tells our people, we put it up and we make her room awesome. And then the best part about the app is that it allows us as senior management to, even after we've graduated high school, we can still continue our business being managers. The app will pay the students on the app, allowing them to become more mature and responsible with the money. Now, I believe that Aula Decor will expand, and this app will help us thrive and grow, and I hope that teachers can benefit from our business. Now, I'll leave it on to Jesus.
Thank you, Miguel. As you can see, our business has been very planned out and thought through. And if you're not convinced yet, here are a few examples of what we can do. This is an example of a door decoration for Valentine's Day, and since it was Black History Month in February, we decided to add a picture of Martin Luther King. Here's an example of a bulletin board decoration for spring. And here is an example of something the teacher chose for us to make for her. So we don't come up with the ideas, the teachers can also come up with the ideas. And this is another example of a Black History Month bulletin board. And here is another example of a Black History Month bulletin board. And thank you so much for coming. And I'm sure all of you know a teacher or two that you would love to spend more time with but can't, considering of their busy schedules. You with your mother and you with your wife. So thank you so much for coming, and feel free to ask any questions.
So first question, did y'all design that one?
Yes.
All right.
What's the significance to the name?
Well, aula is actually classroom in Italian, so we didn't want to put classroom decor, so we thought aula decor would be like more shorter.
I like that. I would point that out at some point where that comes from and make that part of your presentation.
Sir?
How long did it take you to make that bulletin?
Oh,
That took us around an hour and a half to finish it.
How many people were working on this bulletin board?
Two.
Two.
All right, I got a question. My wife is a school teacher too, so I'll let her know about this. But once you get past the school, what is your plan? You said you're going to outreach to other schools. How do you plan on getting to the school? And what times do you plan on actually performing the service?
So see, our app, since there's students coming in from everywhere, our app, we don't, like, let's say there's something in Washington, we don't go to Washington. There's students there that will enlist, and if they're eligible, they'll scroll through the app. The teacher probably said, oh, I want this done. They'll say, I'm going there, and then they'll get there, they'll do it. The teacher will give them a rating, and if they get the 3 bad ratings, they won't be able to work for us anymore. So we'll make sure they get the job done correctly.
And the teacher makes up the time. So, and we have specific times in the app because you can't do it during school.
And the teachers will also clock in the students, so the students can be like, oh, I was here 4 hours, but they were only here 2. So the teacher clocks them in.
And if it's around this area, we will put the flyers in teacher stores, and that way, that's when the teachers go mostly, and they will get informed of our business.
How do you recruit the potential employers that are going to be at other locations?
Our background check, we're looking for students that are intelligent, they're persistent, that it shows, your grades show if you're intelligent, your behavior shows if you're persistent, and we're looking for those students.
But like kind of on your example of how you say that you physically would go to Washington, you would employ somebody from Washington, type of thing. How would you find that employee?
We would promote it through in social media. So that way if they were, oh, I'm looking for a job, then they could sign up.
Any more questions?
Yeah. On your financial plan, you're initially funding your business with Donors Choose. Where did you come up with that idea?
Well, Ms. Weston did previous projects with Donors Choose, and she gave us the idea to start a business throughout that, so we wouldn't have to worry about startup costs.
Great choice for utilizing resources.
How many teachers are in the school? What's the scope of the target market?
In this school, I'd say there's about 45 teachers in the school.
What about the elementary schools that you guys were talking to?
40.
In total, we have about 185 classes. In total, for Worthing and Dallas.
Any questions?
So during the summer, it's it's not going to be as easy to connect to the teachers. How do you plan on overcoming that? To where are you going to market beforehand and have that commitment, or are you going to wait until it's time for school to start?
We would probably wait a certain time, and then like a month before school starts, let's say, we'll start advertising a lot more than we would.
On the app, we would probably send a message like 2 or 3 months, like 2 or 3 weeks in advance to be like, it's time to get on it, because all teachers want their rooms decorated now. So you should stay on the app and look for a teacher and get the job.
Do you have any plans for documentation of receipts of services performed?
The app, all the transactions are done through the app. The student will have to have a sort of PayPal or a bank account where we will deposit the money. The teachers pay us, and we pay the student quickly and safely, so no money gets lost.
But will you have a receipt for the teachers for paying for the service?
Yes, it'll be on the app.
And do you know the importance of that?
Yes.
What is that?
They decide to do like they go to court or something, like they didn't get the job, then she can show the receipt. If she doesn't have the receipt, there's no evidence for that.
It's also good for income tax purposes for write-off. There you go.
Yeah. Is the app ready today?
No, but
It's
Miss
part of
Weston,
the growth.
Miss Weston knows the guy.
Wow.
No, but Miss Weston said she knows somebody that will get the job done for the app, the software engineer that will complete the app.
How much would he cost to develop the app?
Miss Weston said it would be a trade.
We'll offer a service to him and he'll offer his app.
Are you gonna wait for the app before you launch the business?
We would do it since we have the first and second year. That would probably stay in our school. But if by the third year, we would start expanding. We would be thinking about very large numbers.
So that the plan is to go whether the app's ready or not.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And you have a plan for tracking all the things that Philip was asking about without the app.
Without the app, I think handwritten receipts.
I believe yes, because it's mostly going to be contained in our schools, so it'll be a lot easier. But once we start reaching out to more schools is when the app will probably be ready, hopefully, and we can start doing it much easier.
Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
As you know, we have a group called Leadership at the school. How are y'all different from the leadership? Leadership is free and they do decorate as well. How do you add your little spice into it?
Well, leadership is just contained in the school, and while we right now maybe still continue the school, they don't reach out to other schools and decorate for other teachers. And we are planning it to make it nationwide, so I don't think leadership can do that.
Our leadership isn't gonna get in a bus and go to wherever they need the job. Are you leadership?
Also, leadership will only help certain teachers, not all of them.
Yeah.
Would y'all be branching out to like doctor's offices or any other places except classrooms?
It's
Or solely based on schools?
It's based on schools.
because I don't know when we would be decorating a nurse's office or something.
With the name of
We can't put needles up on the kids are gonna get scared.
Yes, Jackie.
Like you told places that like you'll branch out to other schools, but like whenever your app is not ready yet and you can't branch out to other schools yet, and you want to do it still during here, and leadership is still gonna be free, but what if they like go out to other schools and they still help their teachers?
I just said that leadership isn't for all the teachers. Ms. Ayers can use it, but not other teachers are really gonna use it, and they only use it for like the NPRs and stuff like that to
You
decorate
don't use it
buildings.
for hallways.
Yes,
They don't do
Cassandra?
specific
But
classes.
leadership in the past has been used to decorate for billboards, doors, dances.
Yeah, but our plan is to expand nationwide. Leadership is not going to go nationwide.
Yes, sir?
So I asked the other teams too, what's something that you all learned through the process that maybe hasn't already been mentioned?
Well, I've learned to take in other people's ideas because usually I'm like, oh no, I don't really like that idea. But now I'm learning that others' ideas are more helpful than just my own. Like two heads are better than one.
Maybe a little bit of time management. We need to pace ourselves because we're around friends. So we just tend to talk, but we try to work it out.
I learned to suck it up. The world is not what you want, so you either put your ideas. If it's not the best, something else will come up. But you can manage. It was just really fun working with smart individuals in my entire class. At the beginning, I thought we were screwed because this wasn't anything. But look where we're at now. Nicely dressed and everything.
Any more questions? Thank you.